Hello, welcome to Diggers Outdoors. I think we're going to use this opportunity right now to start our scenario series. And this first scenario is a multi-part too, so not exactly sure when the first scenario is going to end. But we're going to start it here, and this is going to happen about 2 years after the grid going down from a solar flare. Yeah, if you see me looking off to the side, yeah, I actually printed off some notes for this one. So we'll get into the scenario here. It's 2 years after the grid going down from a solar flare, and I mean the solar flare didn't knock out the grid for the United States or for Europe. This is a global phenomenon where the solar flare was a direct hit on the Earth and took the grid down the whole way around the globe. The current situation is the location where you were at just isn't productive anymore, and it's forcing you to move to a different location. It could be either there's no more animals to hunt, you're running out of food, the ground you're growing your crops in, for those that have the heirloom seeds, just isn't productive anymore. It's spent. Where you're at is pretty much spent because now you have to go out further and further and further to find resources, to find food, for whatever. You have to move. While wandering around, you find a dirt road, or so you think. Studying it, you deduce that nothing's been on it since shortly before the flare. So shortly before the solar flare that hit the Earth 2 years ago was the last time this was used. There's no visible tire marks. Grass is starting to grow up in where the tires were dried in the tread. It hasn't been used for quite some time. So you mark a spot along the side of the road and go off in one direction for a bit and find it crosses an old field that looked like it had wheat on it at one point in time. But nothing remarkable. You stand there, you look around, you don't see anything, you don't see any houses in the distance, nothing. So you walk back to the point you marked, pass it and go in the other direction and find another field that looks like it had corn on it at one point in time. Upon closer inspection, you find a house thing on the far side of it. The curiosity is overwhelming, but still tempered by caution. Getting closer, you find out that it's not only a house, there's a barn, a couple outbuildings, a garage, and a smaller concrete domish thing of some sort. At this point, you're still 200 yards away from it and in decent cover from being seen. What would you do? And here's where the thought exercise comes in. Different people are going to have different answers depending upon the needs of their group, or if they're solo. A lone wolf may have a different answer than, let's say, somebody with a group of people, especially if there are kids involved. Myself, mulling over the situation, I would go off to a safe distance where I could actually keep an eye on the house for about a week. I know it's not, maybe a week sounds good to me, and just see if there's any activity going on. I keep an eye on it, try to stay out of sight. You never know. When you find a house and you're about 200 yards away, whoever might have been there may be out doing something and is in the same situation you're in. Or there could be nobody there. You're not going to find that out in 10 minutes. You're going to have to sit there, do some surveillance on it, see if there's anything there, if there's anybody there, before you approach any further. Like me, I'm kind of doing this like a lone wolf situation. I have to take everything with a grain of salt and a lot of caution, because if there's like 10 of them and only one of me, I'm walking into a fight I just can't win. And if I'm trying to survive, that is not the smartest thing to do. But what I want you guys to do, this isn't a contest. Not a contest. Not a challenge. This is, as I said, a thought exercise. So, in the comment section, tell me what you would do. There's no right or wrong answers. It's, as I said, everybody's needs are going to be different. Everybody's actions are going to be different. So let me know what you would do, and I'm going to start working on part 2 of the scenario and hopefully have it up next week. But thank you for watching. I look forward to what you would do in the comment section, and I'll talk to y'all later.